Horses may take center stage later today on Derby Day, but fashion is not too far off in the wings.
I found myself already yesterday during Oaks Day and today just gawking at people, ladies and men, everyone just looking fantastic. Nancy, I'm curious, so when you're putting together your ensemble, what comes first? Is it the dress or the hats?
People do it differently. For me, I have to have the dress first because that creates the vision of the hat, I think. One year I saw a hat, I'm like, I'm going to match that hat. Well, of course, I couldn't find anything. Yeah, some may wonder, where did this tradition of wearing hats come from? LEX 18's Claire Kopsky found out some answers. She joins us now. Hi, Claire.
Well, Nancy and Larry, it's great to see you all here at the track. All of these colors that come into play with the outfits and the hats, you see it all here at the Kentucky Derby. Trends are set here. They're also broken here at the track. And this tradition goes back nearly 150 years. And you can imagine we dressed a little bit differently back in those days than we do now. They wore hats. That tradition and that style stuck, and it became part of what going to the Derby is all about.
The Derby grew up along with America.
It's a race that began just after the Civil War.
Changing silhouettes, the changing different kinds of pattern trends, different kinds of hats. And of course, hats were a major part of most day-to-day ensembles until about the late 1960s. So the hat as a thing for Derby really didn't come around until after those weren't being worn every day and it was a special occasion to start wearing hats.
The hat stuck and became part of the thread work of a proper Derby outfit.
There always will be haute couture, but there's also that wild and wacky homegrown DIY kind of part of Derby and the Derby fashion experience that we all know and love.
Some of those even making their way to the Kentucky Derby Museum.
You have people who are creating gigantic hats out of materials they found at their home, you know, tissue paper, trash bags that, you wouldn't see anywhere else but here on Derby Day.
A day that now requires another accessory.
I think photography of this period of Derby history will be very interesting.
That accessory, a mask.
Just as you need a nice purse, you need a nice mask. And it's just one of those social trends that 100 years from now we'll look back and say, wow, that really tells us something about that period. And it was a piece of fashion that told us that.
A fashion trend and now a health trend that's sure to make its way to the history books in a colorful and memorable way. Well, here at Churchill Downs this week, masks have either become a statement piece or something that people are trying to get to blend in with their outfit. I did meet a couple yesterday here at Oaks who said, we just grabbed these masks. They were in our car. They didn't think a thing about it. But there have been other people who have been bedazzling them, adding all sorts of things to them.